Our daughter Meghan McCain, who is here with us. Anyone who knows openings for art history majors, please see me after.
My brother Jack is exactly like my mom. My brother Jimmy is exactly like my grandfather, and I'm exactly like Dad. Bridget is beautiful.
That's so nice. Read the blog that my daughter Meghan works on.
7 days till primary. Days leading up to the primary. It's crazy. It's snowing really bad.
I am so proud of Meghan.
I spent 2 years campaigning with my father, and I completely fell in love with the Republican Party.
We are joined again by Meghan McCain, daughter, of course, of former Republican presidential nominee Senator John McCain. She's now a Daily Beast contributor. Meghan, thanks for sticking around.
Thank you.
You have written a lot about how Republicans are not reaching younger people. But, you know, at the CPAC conference, when I was walking to work today, I ran into a friend on the street who had been covering the CPAC conference, and she said to me, you know, the thing that was most surprising about it was how young everybody was. It felt like a high school debate competition, like all these young guys wearing their dad's suits. And sure enough, I looked into it, and the CPAC straw poll participants, 59% of them were under the age of 25. So there are a ton of young conservatives, but you feel like the Republican Party isn't doing a good job reaching out to young people at the same time?
I don't. Again, there are people that disagree with me within the party, but what I feel is if we were truly reaching out to this many young people, wouldn't we have done better in the election with younger people? And yes, there are a lot of young people that go to CPAC, but I didn't even really want to go to CPAC, you know, and I love the Republican Party and I'm curious about it. So I do think, but I'm sure if you had a convention for liberals or whatever, a lot of young people would go to. I just think that, I don't know if CPAC is a very good example, because I think we need to think, because we need to think broadly. Right. I don't think we can just think about how we can get more conservative Republicans drawn to the Republican Party. I think we need to see how we can get independent-minding young individuals who just want to know about politics and have them drawn to the Republican Party.
Your attitude about CPAC and your outspoken criticism of people like Ann Coulter, there's obviously been a lot of controversy about Rush Limbaugh. You think it would be helpful for the Republican Party for the sort of, I mean, for lack of a better term, the sort of extreme side of it, the extreme conservative part of the Republican Party to get called out by more moderate Republicans. But you really are the only one doing that.
I know. I think it's weird. I'm 24. You know, I didn't graduate college that long ago. And like I said, I've been taking my hits. My website has been flooded with hate mail, my personal website. And there are people that really think what I'm doing is wrong. And people, why are you doing this right now? The Republican Party is not in a good place right now. But I'm saying it because I want the Republican to be in a good place. And I really think we're on the precipice of possibly becoming a party that's irrelevant to young people. It's truly possible in the next election unless the right politician, the right message, and it starts with message, which I think people are missing too. And I just don't know how someone yelling and screaming on the news and saying anti-Semitic comments could possibly draw someone to that party. I just don't understand the logic in that.
Anti-Semitic comments, you mean Ann Coulter's comments about Jewish people needing to be perfected. Do your mom and dad ever caution you about the political path that you're choosing and also the very public path that you're choosing?
They do. My dad more so than my mom. My mom just Twittered. She was like, I have the most awesome daughter. She says what she feels. I love her. And my dad is a little hesitant. I mean, I think especially with this Ann Coulter article, but I've been doing this a long time, even though I'm only 24. I've been doing this since I was a child, and I just got through 2.5 years of campaigning with my father, and if I didn't feel like I truly knew what I was doing, I wouldn't be doing it. And like I said, I'm the only one saying these things, and there are a lot of people thinking this, I know, because I get traffic and comments, but I just think that I'm the only person that's this public saying it. I hope other people will come out and say more, but like I said, I have an advantage. I'm not running for office.
I know that you've only been a Republican since Father's Day, which is when you registered, which was, I'm sure, very sweet for your dad.
And I was an independent before. I wasn't a Democrat.
Do you agree with the Republican Party right now on policy, like on what to do about the economic crisis? I feel like I don't really know what I study this every day. I spend all day reading the news. Hard for me to figure out what the Republican Party is proposing on the economic crisis. Are you with them on policy there?
I agree with my father that there should not be as much pork that's going on his Twitter. He always has the pork that's in each segment of the bill. I think that the pork attached to it is awful.
But you can't agree with him on the spending freeze thing. I mean, the spending freeze is a bad idea.
You know, economic things, I said this last night on Handy, I didn't even take econ in college. I don't completely understand it, so I'd hate to make a comment one way or the other. That's truly out of all of the things I keep reading, and I just don't understand it.
Yeah, totally fair enough. I will not press you.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Don't apologize. You're not here to be economist in chief.
I know it's scary and bad. You know, I only write what I know about. So,
Meghan McCain, it's a real pleasure to have you on the show, and thank you for saying yes to being here. Thanks for your writing. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Meghan McCain is, of course, the daughter of former Republican presidential nominee John McCain. She writes at Daily Beast. We've got a link to her blog at our website today.